So let's talk about Master Duel. Over the past 2 years, Master Duel has become an obsession of mine. Being an amazing platform to play Yu-Gi-Oh! It's sleek, visually engaging, full of intuitive features, with a few exceptions, and very free-to-play friendly. However, by playing a lot of this game, I have started to notice some cracks on its foundations. In this video, I want to explore the several issues plaguing Master Duel, but before we begin, it's important to clarify that I won't be discussing inherently problematic cards or formats, as Konami has shown that eventually they will address it. Instead, I want to shed light on overlooked issues and share my personal insights and potential solutions, so without further ado, let us dive right in. The challenges plaguing Master Duel have been a well-worn subject, across forums and among content creators alike, but most of these discussions seem to fall into the same subjects, some that I wish to explore as well, but also comment on problems seemingly forgotten as much by the community as by Konami. Let's kick things off by diving into the biggest blunder of Master Duel. Undoubtedly, one of Master Duel's most glaring shortcomings lies in its missed opportunity to ease in new players. Yu-Gi-Oh! Already is one of the harder card games to get into, with a vast collection of cards and strategies players have access to, capable of overwhelming any newcomer, to fast-paced gameplay that can make single turns feel like entire matches. And yet, the tutorial for such a game fails in almost every aspect, teaching only basic concepts of Yu-Gi-Oh!, only allowing the player at most to learn what a synchro summon is. Oh, and how to tribute summon. With this in mind, is it hard to see why so many potential players give up the moment they pick up the stretcher decks and have to duel against Snake Eyes? For I was almost one of these players, except for me the massive wall I had to overcome was Tri-Brigade. Laugh all you want, for me overcoming Tri-Brigade is still to this day the hardest thing I ever had to do on Yu-Gi-Oh! For it seemed no matter how much I tuned my deck, which was a slightly changed synchro structure deck, winning was only a dream at the horizon. I was only able to finally beat these stupid birds after watching several hours of Yu-Gi-Tubers, learning what an actual game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Was like.
Activate Dimension Fissure. Haha, Chain Sprite Elf, you fool. You don't know what's coming now. Here we go. Boom.
Jokes aside, the current tutorial of Master Duel needs to be completely revamped, to both show new players what current Yu-Gi-Oh! Is like, by making them play with and against decks of the last 3 years. Why not use Sword Soul, since the new player campaign already gives them such a deck of it? And also teach new players what the end trap is, for this was another massive blockade that I struggled with, since the idea of adding what seemed random cards to my deck that weren't part of the archetype or help with the combos baffled me. And finally, and now fully embracing the copium, the current structured decks of Master Duel need to be deleted and altered for useful ones. Instead of making the decks around synchro or link summoning, it must be around types of strategy, like aggro, control or combo. This would both better prepare new players, but also give them a better look at what Yu-Gi-Oh! Is like, so they can either start enjoying it or realize that it isn't for them and move on. But enough about fiddly casuals. Let's talk about another big issue with Master Duel, the influence of a single card, so powerful it brings out the worst in all duelists. Oh boy, what to say about Maxx, a subject so polarizing that no matter what my stance is, there will be someone mad about it. Rather than delving into my opinion, I propose a solution, the definite resolution to the Maxx debate, releasing the community from the endless discourse and frustration. I shall build a time machine, embarking on a mission to travel back to the very inception of the roach and burn it and all proof of its existence to the ground. By erasing Maxx from history, I shall sever the endless cycle of debate and allow the community to bitch about a different card. Did you know that besides Ranked, Master Duel offers 2 other permanent game modes? Amazing how often these alternates go overlooked, especially the free versus free mode. Speaking of, anyone watching actually knows what it's called? Impressive how often it slips from memory. Despite Konami's efforts to inject variety into Master Duel, even by adding every month a timed event to hopefully spice things up, the game still struggles with a sense of staleness. Many discussions surrounding this issue tend to gravitate towards adding alternative formats, such as GOAT or Edison, or advocating for more community-driven events like the Circuit series. While these suggestions would indeed improve Master Duel, I believe there should be already enough variety of content, at least on paper, to captivate players on a consistent basis. So on the next session of this video, I want to go through all the types of game modes in Master Duel and examine why they fail to attract players, while giving my naive suggestions that could, hopefully, breathe new life into them. Starting with the cornerstone of Master Duel, the only permanent mode of value, being the only one of the three that progresses the missions, but also rewards you every time you rank up. It fulfills its purpose well enough, providing players with a clear objective and tangible rewards for your efforts. And any real frustrations I have regarding this mode are directed at Yu-Gi-Oh! With one-card combos, or Konami themselves by not banning a Rise art. With that said, let's transition to the second permanent game mode in Master Duel. When I first started writing the script for this video, I intended to lament the failure of this game mode to live up to its intended purpose, nowadays serving merely as a playground for players to test out new meta decks or unwind, making others suffer while they play Numeron or Stun. However, when I gathered footage, I was pleasantly surprised to encounter only pet decks. This realization has bolstered my determination. More than ever, I am certain that Konami must change the rules of this game mode, making it impossible for the popular status of ranked legal here. How could Konami enforce such a rule? I suggest, only in casual, adding the top 100 most popular cards of Master Duel to the ban list, making the meta here completely different from the rest. Now, would this new format be fun? I don't know, but I hope, maybe naively, that the appeal of experimenting with so many staples banned would bring new life into this mode. But also Konami doesn't have to touch it at all, for it's still very easy to find opponents, and perhaps I am on the minority in caring that the mode called casual isn't used by people to play the decks with 15% win rate. Instead of thinking about a mode with a gaping wound, I want to redirect our focus to a mode on live support. Of all the modes in Master Duel, I believe this is the one that requires the most attention from Konami. Simply trying to gather footage for this video proved impossible. I found myself unable to find any teams or even create my own. It's evident that this mode is not resonating with players, and personally, I'm not surprised. I have never liked this mode. While similar events exist in the TCG, they are found in tournament settings, where efficiency and speed are the priorities. Master Duel, however, is an online simulator, not exclusively designed for tournament play. So, what are my problems with Team Battle? As a sole team game mode, it falls short of expectations. Playing it doesn't feel like a team game. Instead, it often resembles casual, with the added frustration of occasionally losing the match because your teammates lost their games. Even playing with friends doesn't change anything. Since all of you play at the same time, you can't make fun of your friends for misplaying or losing to rogue decks. The most popular suggestion I've seen is to change this mode into tag team, making it a 2v2 where all the players face each other in the same duel. This would both foster team dynamic and distinguish this mode from the rest. Alternatively, if Konami intends for Team Battle to maintain its unique identity, there's another approach they could consider. In fact, they've already solved their own issue, particularly with the World Championship format changes. By making each team only able to share one card, you promote team spirit and deck building and promote a meta distinct from the rest. So the only question remains is why? Why is this not yet implemented? This is a genuine question, please tell me in the comments. I'm going insane thinking about this. Let's just move on to timed events before my hamster overeats. Apologies for the interruption, but we need to address another permanent fish in Master Duel so people can say I forgot. The custom room feature in Master Duel serves its purpose well enough, providing players with the ability to customize certain aspects such as the timer length and starting life points of each player. While content creators who have utilized it, especially for tournaments, may have specific complaints and suggestions for improvements, for nobodies like me, it functions well enough to duel friends. One potential improvement would be to allow players to create rooms featuring all the formats that Master Duel has offered over the years. This would provide greater flexibility and variety in gameplay options, catering to a wider range of preferences within the player base. With that out of the way, we can once again resume with the video. The quality of these events varies a lot depending on the rules. After all, who is excited to play Synchro Festival again? But I would say that these festivals are the reason most players log into Master Duel, since they bring some variety to the vanilla experience that is the daily ranked grind. My biggest complaint overall though is that even these ones have started to feel stale, with very few new ones being added and Konami bringing the same ones back instead of the NR Festival. Also, I think that people using Lona decks should only be queued up against other people using Lona decks, because whatever the players build often outclasses them. And now we can talk about another mode loved by everyone. Another controversial feature of Master Duel, particularly due to its significance in providing players with the opportunity to participate in the Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship. While many have voiced their grievances with it, I am the only content creator with no life, and I've seen several other games use similar format. And the best solution I've seen is limiting the daily amount of hours each player may grind Duelist Cup. This would both allow players to go touch some grass and not become oversaturated with the game. Or Konami could do whatever they want. Personally, I am not invested at all into this event. I merely play the first stage for the gems and then I log out and play better games, like League of Legends.
No! 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 No!
However, there is a change I actually care about. Konami should release, simultaneous with the Duelist Cup, another event, a more casual friendly one, so players may unwind from the grind and people like me get to use their pet decks on a format where they can finally win a single duel. Finally, shall we talk about a mode that hit puberty and became magnificent? The evolution of the Tryout Duels is indeed an intriguing one. Originally, a simple promotional tool to showcase new cards, allowing players to select from free loaner decks and engage in free duels to receive a single pack as a reward, they have undergone significant changes over time. Nowadays, they are what I only can call experimental. Looking at the most recent ones, we have a 30-second timer.
Summon real cards, I went, what? No. No shot! No fucking shot. You're dragon linking with 30 seconds. What wish?
Play a weird version of the TCG, burn-centric strategies,
Right? This rocks, dude. This format is so good. Holy shit. This is so good. Gamma! Oh my god, you fucking fool. Oh no, you won't get the chance to Gamma. Absolutely not. Oh, we made it to chain 3. That's crazy. It's almost some interaction.
and using the 2004 OCG ban list.
Yeah, I'm gonna normal some Yellow Gadget and then enter battle phase. And that's a nice gravity bind there. Damn, if only this deck didn't run like a bunch of spell trap removal for it. So we got the Regeki break there, and they're gonna fairy box. We're gonna attack anyways, and win the Gamba, nice tails. Attack again, nice tails.
However, amidst the excitement, there remains a lingering uncertainty about the potential return of beloved formats and the reward remaining as just one pack, which is still underwhelming. I don't know why, of all the features of Master Duel, Tryout Duels was the one who got so much care and attention. But thanks to Konami's persistence, I now look forward to the next one. Also, if anyone at Konami sees this, make the next one Edison. That shit is really fun. Master Duel may have its flaws, and despite my tendency for complaining, I genuinely enjoy it. My criticism and opinions stem from a place of passion and the desire to see Master Duel reach its full potential. I don't expect anyone at Konami to look at this or take notes of my suggestions. I also hope that no one watching got the impression that I think that my opinions are the only way to fix Master Duel. They are simply my personal views. If you disagree or have alternative suggestions, I welcome your input in the comments below. Thank you everyone for watching, especially if you stuck around to this point. Please consider leaving a like and subscribing for more garbage like this, and a special note for Konami, please ban Maxx, I beg of you.